do it, let's do it, let's do it. Alright everybody, welcome back to 16s with us. Episode 3. Episode 3. Yo, we got the squad in the building, the squad's in the building. We got that Valley Plug, VellGng in the building, VellGng in the building. Then we got my man right here, DJ Costello. Then we got my man right here, the captain, the leader of the flight team. Yeah. We holding it down at his hangar right now, you know what I'm saying? That's what's up, that's what's up. It's me, your boy Walt. All right, so let's just go on and get into it. First thing up. Y'all gotta get out the way. Everybody know what time it is, man. Everybody know what time it is, bro. Everybody know the Falloff has dropped. And it's absolutely amazing. Y'all know Cole's that's my goal. Like, bruh, there's not a single song on the album that you can't listen to. It's 24 tracks that just pure fire. I mean, dude, it's storytelling and rapping at its finest. It don't get no more hip hop than that. And it's crazy because I'm pretty sure, when we all, turned it on, that 29 intro, I'm like, bro, I'm sitting there thinking, I'm like, dog, did I download the wrong thing?
And then all of a sudden that 2 seconds.
And then they go into fire after that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like if I just gotta pull up the track list. And I'm sorry, yeah, I'm glazing. I don't care. I don't even care. If you pull up the track listing, right? I mean, you got 2-6. Then you got safety. Bruh, safety. You got run a train. And I thought he was gonna be talking about, we all know we thought he was gonna be talking about and how he flipped it. Yeah. Bruh. Poor thing. Who are you mad at? Jermaine.
Bruh.
Jermaine, who did it? Who did it, bro?
That was personal too.
That
was hometown beat.
Bro, that was,
He had hometown beat. The aggression, that was just in his voice. It was just like, bro, it kind of like if you didn't know what the fuck was happening, it was just like, yo, I gotta research this shit.
I don't think I ever heard him call somebody a bitch.
Yo, who this nigga talking about? Like,
I've never heard him call somebody a bitch. Like, but he was mad. So I was like, bro, like,
he called him a punk bitch.
Like, I got that for him.
On the verse.
I was ready to drive to North Carolina, bro. I was ready. He was so angry. I was ready to ride for him. You feel me? Like, then we got, what we got? What was it? Legacy. Smooth. Legacy. That, just smooth. All around. Bunch Road Blues. Bro, with Tim's and Future.
Oh yeah, Tim's that.
But I will say this. When I heard the Future feature,
the way he liked to use Future voice is.
But at that moment, when you heard Future, because before, iTunes didn't have they didn't have an updated where who was featured.
Spotify didn't have a day one either.
Bro, so when I heard Future, I said, oh, bro, is the whole thing a setup? Because remember, Future used Kendrick. I was like, was it a setup? Like, you feel me?
Because somebody in the middle of this shit.
Yeah, like I'm like, bro, like. What's Pinocchio's master?
Oh, Geppetto.
I was like, Cole, did you pull a Geppetto? Cause I'm like, bro, like where did that come from, bro? Like that was wild, bro.
I just love to use Future voice.
And then who the fuck is you? Bro, rapping.
Bro, I feel like it was like the second half little breakdown on that.
Wasn't that Eminem? That was Eminem flow.
That shit different.
Right, that was Eminem flow, yeah, bro.
That's the like track I'm thinking about, that second half little breakdown or something.
Drum and bass. He rapping on that one. Then you got, bro, don't let out.
Oh,
don't let out.
Why am I singing that in my head right now?
Bro.
Like, that's
it brought me back that 2010, 2011, like, bro, just being outside, it's just like he painted a picture. He painted a picture with that song. And then like the way he's rapping in it, I never heard him rap like that before. It was completely different. Like that was a completely different side.
That's
That's
a track that made me feel like what you mean this might be your last one.
Yeah.
You can still keep transcending. It ain't like you can keep going.
Yeah.
You can still keep pushing.
See, for me, even though like the first half of the album was him at 29, it's supposed to be his mindset at 29, the production was amazing. Like the production was like, it didn't feel like this is just old archive stuff. All just released.
And the production was 70% him.
Yeah.
70% him on the first, I believe on the first CD. Like,
crazy.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
And even the way his flows were like in Run a Train, like that hook was different to me. I was like, I never heard it sound like this. It was different.
And it's like, bro, like, why you been hiding this? Like, you've had this skill this whole time. And it's like you letting that out your bag on the last one. But it's like if you go out, what a way to go out. Like, you feel me?
Amazing.
Like, and then what was it? Bombs in the Ville hits the gas. Smooth track. I like how it switched up. I like how that one switched up, and then Lonely at the top. See, I like that one, and you may disagree. Because just because he didn't get in the battle, don't mean that he still don't have a seat at the top, because he's just saying like, hey, like, I want to protect my peace, but I still feel like I can rap better than anybody out there. You can't argue with that, bro.
Okay, for me, I do like the fact that you gave me your POV, everything that was going down, because I do believe that every rapper, no matter what type of music you make, is a journalist. So I do like the journalism take of your POV of what's going on. Me, could I have done without it? Of course I could. I don't care about your POV, to be honest with you. I don't. So I still, my opinion is still going to reign true, which is, assess the situation before you do anything. Learn how to read the room, G. You knew that these niggas was beefing for 14 years. You knew that Jodeci's freestyle was about Kendrick. You knew that first person shooter was about Kendrick. Nigga, you on both them songs. You knew that this nigga was talking about this other nigga who's your friend.
But see, that's why you have friends though. You have friends though because Schoolboy came to rescue.
Let me still in this soapbox real quick. Hold on. You knew that these songs is about your friend, right? You knew that. So when your friend make a song, not really like, this is you, but just saying that like, nigga, fuck all y'all, it's just me. You felt for some reason compelled due to your entourage, and this goes to many beefs where niggas let their entourage just run what they do. You the main artist, you got control of your entourage. Why you getting bullied to do a diss track? But you got bullied to do a diss track, you felt compelled to do it, you did the diss track, and then after doing it, it didn't sit right with you, which lets you know that, nigga, you gotta find out who you are first as an artist. Which is why I do like the Falloff album, because I feel like he's finally getting to who he is as an artist and finding that peace within himself. By just addressing, you know what, I'm not the next rapper. I thought that I was trying to do that with KOD. I thought that I was trying to be this and trying to be that. Hey, I'm going back to my Forest Hill Drive days. I'm going back to my, what's that one album where, what, Friday?
For your eyes on?
No, before that. Friday Night Lights. I'm going back to my Friday Night Lights. I'll be home for the holidays. I'm going back to them days. And I'm just going finna dive into my bag. Cause I don't know how to assess the situation. You know, I don't care about the beefs. I don't care about the battles. All I just care about is unity. That's one thing that he does.
But he still ain't nobody out rapping him. I'm sorry. There's nobody out rapping him.
To me, out rapping is like an understatement to me. Out rapping don't matter to me. All that matters to me is what you do in the battle. That's all that matters to me. Because we'll put it like this: your favorite rapper, DMX, he ain't got the best lyrics in the world, but ain't nobody beating that nigga. It all depends on how you are in the battle. It don't matter about, you can rap for days. You can rap for 72 hours straight. But if you ain't saying shit, you ain't saying shit. It's whatever, you know, it depends on what you do in that battle. You know, but all in all, I let him have that song, because that's the only song he not pulling the Drake, where every song in his album gonna be about old dude.
All right, on the disc too.
Go ahead.
On the disc too. Let me glaze.
Go ahead.
39 intro. 39 intro. It was like a 6-minute long song. It was actually longer than a 7-minute drill. Kind of ironic because we just talked about that. You know what I'm saying?
Back end went crazy.
But he killed that. Then we got the Falloff is inevitable, where he rapped his life story backwards.
That was clean. It was hard.
That was paying homage to his favorite rapper Nas, because you know Nas had the rewind. So yeah, that.
And another reason why I like that is because it all came to a conclusion that it don't matter how you end, everybody's going to have an end. I fuck with that mindset. I really do. Where like, am I happy that he did what he did in 24? No. But at the end of the day, it was gonna come eventually. It don't matter really how it comes, it's gonna come. You know, you only delay the inevitable. I really fuck with that. I really fuck with that.
And I mean, because a lot of rappers do that though, where they see, like, I heard DMX said in what was it, 01, in 01, where he had, damn, what's that song? I can't remember the name of the song, but he predicted, he said, I'm gonna be the hottest nigga out until 2003. So he predicted, hey, that's when I'm done. That's when I'm done, that's when I'm gonna stop. You know, you got Andre right now, he's sitting there talking about he's around 48 years old, 49 years old. Like, I'm not rapping no more. Like, what do I need to rap for? Like, you know what I'm saying?
When he released that Flute album, he was done. He was
I
done.
listened to it, I ain't gonna lie.
That was the biggest crack of shit.
That album personally pissed me off. I was like,
When you owe your label one more album,
that was like
get it off. And then you just dropped that bullshit? Like,
I bet every time they came to a studio room too, he was really spitting.
Bro.
And then as soon as they left, all right, let's get that flute back.
you know Big Boy got the real album.
Yeah.
Big Boy got the real album. We all know this. The Villas with Erykah Badu.
Oh, that shit was hard. That shit was hard.
Everybody's Erykah Badu, bro.
Can we just announce his the West Coast tribute though? Can we announce that? That was for sure a West Coast sound to me.
Man,
I was fucking with that
On that second half.
And then one of my personal favorites on the album, though, Old Dogs with Petty Pablo, bruh.
Hard.
I like Petty Pablo.
He rapping. We ain't heard Petty Pablo since what? Drumline? When he performed
The song he used, like,
it was perfect. It was perfect. Like,
you feel me? Like it was a perfect blend. You feel me?
yeah. And then we had Life Sentence, bro. Me being married to my best friend, like, this song embodies just that. Like, bro, like, just the story that he telling about how, like, we basically grew up together. Like, you know, and we then went through all this and we made it this far, like, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, bro, like, the fact that it just, again, you reading the track listing, and you like, oh, like, since he finna paint you a story about some hard nigga, like, you feel me? And then for it to be this twist on it, I was like, damn, bro, like, I was like, that was dope. And then personally, like, him using DMX's hook for on How's It Going Down.
That shit's crazy how he was flipping that shit.
To me, like, like, to me, that one hit. You know what I'm saying? And that just, you know, that just made you want to just go. Like, I heard, like, when I first heard it, first thing I did was, you know, I texted a song to my wife. Yeah, I did a little corny thing, like, you know what I'm saying? But it was just like,
Nah, man.
yeah, like, it got me in that feeling. You feel me? Like,
for me, it's a go-to. You know, as a DJ, you know, I'm coming up with newer songs for different type of gigs. That's a go-to wedding playlist song. Like, that might be, like, I'll play that at any kind of wedding that I play. Like, if this, anybody can relate to that.
exactly.
Then
Like
once you
that.
go into that hook with that, that's just nostalgia. You're not gonna go wrong with that,
Nothing,
man.
yeah, nothing can go wrong with that one, bro. Then you have Only You with him and Burna Boy. Come on.
Burna Boy did his thing. I sent that one to my wife. She was like, I really like this one. I'm like, yeah, this is a...
And Burna Boy really don't miss.
Nah.
He really don't miss. Like, man. And then, bruh, Man Up Above, bro, with the Marvin Sapp. With the, bruh.
He did that.
I mean, that was just a lot of hoes getting sold on the block, on Come side. Like, that was like, you know what I'm saying? I was like, dang. Like, that was clean. And then I Love Her Again with the comments flip on I Used to Love Her. Picking up basically from where he fell in love with hip hop, and then how he even started, like when he even started off shouting out Common, because he said she used to love some niggas until they had an issue with Common. So some shit I forget what he said, but he tied it into how Common had beef with NWA. I thought that was fire.
That song is my favorite.
What If, a lot of people don't like What If. I know like a lot of like big names in hip hop was trying to say that he wasn't qualified to speak from Pac's perspective, but I'm like,
he did his thing.
How was he not qualified, but y'all okay with Drake doing the AI?
They was okay with that.
Full AI.
But then when Kendrick also did songs from Pac's perspective, but I'm like, if these are the big three, then we should just we should be okay with all three of them doing it. How are we gonna not and he actually preached a message in this.
And then you ignoring the fact he doing other perspectives too. Like why we so
he did the big perspective too.
He did big. It's like nobody said that.
Yeah.
So I get we West Coast. We want to protect the coast.
That's what it
like that. He literally did Biggie first, and I'm sitting here. You had to listen to that to get in to even listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
So you already buy into him sharing narratives and being such a good storyteller.
Right.
He gave you a good story because that's what Cole is. Like, you feel me?
Right.
He's so good at storytelling. He gives you that old school hip hop feel where he could give you lyrics from them niggas.
And me, I cared more for the big side than the pop side. To be honest with you, because like you said, like we got all these, we got Kendrick and Drake doing Pac's perspective when it comes to that side of what happened, but like we never really got an artist that did anything for big side, and so. For like, J. Cole to drop that, like I more appreciate that part.
Because everybody knows what Pac's mindset was when everything went down. Nobody ever cared to think about like, damn, like Big looked up to him. Nobody ever thought about like Big actually looked up to dude, and now all of a sudden Pac mad at him, but he kept saying, I was never mad at you. I never wanted this to happen. Like, you were my dog. You were my guy. You championed me. So, like, that's why I'm like, bro, like, the story that Cole displayed here was a masterpiece to me. Then, to round out the album, we got Quick Stop. That absolute fire.
Yeah.
Quick Stop, absolute fire. The Whole World is the Ville. I think that was the one where he was spelling out Fayetteville.
Yeah.
That shit was hard.
Yeah.
That shit was hard. Like, that shit was dope. And then Ocean Way to end the album. Yeah. Ocean Way. Just, to me, Ocean Way just seemed like one of them tracks, like, when the movie ends and the main character just riding out. Like, that's what it felt like to me.
Breakfast Club.
Yeah, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, my nigga just, like, he just went off into the sunset, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's why I was just like, yeah, bro, like, Cole, I hate for you to go, but if this is what you leave me as a day one dream villain, I'm with it. I'm with it. Your music is timeless to me. I think I might be done glazing.
No, I ain't gonna lie.
Just a couple minutes, bro.
I got glazed for a couple minutes, but y'all don't understand. When I tell y'all, look, when I tell y'all that man saved my life, he saved my life. He got me to change my whole perspective on what I was doing at the time when I first heard him. And I was just like, yo, I just gotta be, after listening to him, he inspired me to want to be a better man. So it's like, I feel like I grew in his time period in this game. And I appreciate every bar that he spit. Except for the apology. Except for the apology. So, Cole, I salute you.
Big salute. Another thing I want to add that I definitely have high hopes for him because I want him to win something for the Grammys. Like, to me, that was a Grammy-winning album. I don't think with the storytelling, the production, the storyline, how like it made me want to re-listen to it when I realized where the story was going.
Yeah.
Because I wasn't paying attention to where the story was going. I was just like, this shit doesn't look good. Then afterwards, when I seen how the story was going, how he was like, the first half was my earlier 10 years ago in my life. The second half is 10 years later. I was like, oh, brother.
Being somebody that, like, cause you live here in Sac now, how do you feel when you go back home?
I feel just how he did in the song "Home for the Holidays," which is the nostalgia it brought me. Like,
because you still in your 20s.
Yeah, because
and it fits that first album.
Yes, that's why I like it. Like it fits that, especially Safety. Yeah. Safety gave me Dollar in a Dream, J. Cole. Yeah. Because J. Cole's storyline, I really admired because I related to his storyline. There wasn't that many people I was going to college with. So when I graduated college, I was like him. You know, where it's just like I did have a vision of what I wanted to do, but after I finished, I was just kind of hazy. You know, so the fact that knowing his story and him saying that, hey, when my homies checked me after that party, and after that I was like, all right, bro, I'm really gonna dive into hip hop, really take it seriously. He said, I didn't leave the city without finishing writing a song. I related to that. That work ethic, I related to. I'm like, oh, that's hard. He said, I recorded songs every week, wrote songs every day. I didn't leave the door without finishing that song. If I didn't finish that day, I'm staying inside until I finished it. And he stayed on that grind, and even going to one of his idols, Jay-Z, as well, and being in front of his studio building on that rainy day and just staying there. Waiting until he arrived. I'm like, I love the grind, I love the hustle. You know, and that reminds me of what I've been going through in my own personal life, because he was around my age when he was doing that. I really, really understood that and respected that. He graduated at 25, I graduated at 25. It really hit in my noggin. So that's why I really fuck with this album. And I want him to get some victories. I want higher shine on this album. Just like Clips had a high shine for the Grammys, I want him to get a high shine.
But see, I'm also interested in his next chapter because he said that he wanted to focus more on his label and, you know, his team of people. Because we all know, like, J.I.D., Jibbit, everyone, I don't know what people are. But he up here. Like, we already know he out the gate. But Kaz was signed to the label first. And Kaz is a monster. Kaz is from the West Coast. The last project that I really...
Kaz was signed first.
Yeah, Kaz was signed first. Kaz had an incredible project called Affected. It dropped like the same week Nip dropped Victory Lap. And I had found myself at that time, that first week, I was listening to Affected way more. Like, Kaz is a monster. He just needs somebody to put that battery in his back to push him. And I think Cole, if he focuses on his artists, because we all know, like, unfortunately, he dropped the ball with Ari. He did.
Yeah, he dropped.
Well, if he focuses on Kaz, Boz, J.I.D., and Earth
Cole, we need another Earth Gang.
And Earth Gang.
We need another Earth Gang now.
That's one thing I would say about like a lot of the people in this generation. Most of y'all got record labels. Dive into y'all record label bag for real.
Yeah.
Like really get a different battery in y'all back and really like see what's going on in the world. Sign some new people. Really put forth that effort to be not you being the main artist all the time.
And
we know that you can do it.
And see, and that brings me to our next topic because I kind of felt that he was going into the same way that Hov did him. And now Hov got somebody new. I'm clapping up for Lil Russell, bro. Lil Russell just signed to Rock Nation.
Oh my
What,
God.
the day before the Super Bowl?
The day before
the Super Bowl? Before his performance.
3 days before.
3 days before? Okay.
He announced it a day before the
Drop another bomb, man. Drop another bomb. Yeah.
Hov flew him out to his crib to discuss some stuff. The first discussion of the deal, Lil Russell turned down because he was like, this don't really align with me. Until they discussed the new contract, because Jay-Z want Lil Russell.
So do you think, what was it, the money? Or do you think it was, you know, like the incentives and like, what do you think it was that he said no to first?
The control.
The control?
Lil Russell doesn't, if you hear Lil Russell songs, like his deep songs, I'm not talking about, I'm from the Bay, I'm talking about the really deep stuff. Him not wearing, he mentioned this in the song, he's like, I don't wear a chain because I'm not in bondage to slavery. So that is very important to his contract. He doesn't want to. That's a bar itself. He said that's why I don't wear a chain. I'm not even bonded.
J. Cole training day. What? Huh? Warm center.
It's still a bar.
It is. It is.
Drop a bomb on that one.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
But what I'm saying is, I think that's what the deal was.
Yeah,
When he looked at it, he was like, this really feels like I'm shackled. Like I want some breathing room with what I can do. Because he does a lot, especially for his community. He does a lot.
Yeah, he does.
And when you sign to a record label, they don't want you to be doing all that.
Yeah.
But Lil Russell gonna make sure his deal is all that. Okay.
Yeah.
So then they rediscussed the second deal. He took that deal. And he proud of it. You know what I mean? He went that path.
Yeah.
And I feel like, me personally, I was gonna talk about, I think it's good for him, because he does a lot.
Yeah.
He does a lot himself with his team. And he's even said on his little videos that sometimes I can't even pay my team.
Yeah.
Because I ain't got it like that. He had to stop doing his regular shows where you get to pay whatever. He's like, I'm trying to get rid of the $5 Warriors. He's like, people was paying $5 to see greatness. Like, I'm not doing myself a just.
Yeah.
And we know somebody that did that, J. Cole. He was doing his little dollar concert for $1 in the show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But it wasn't getting him that far. At the end of the day, that still hurts your brand because you ain't got enough to fund your team. Like backing you up that's really doing this. Luckily, he got a team that really believes in him.
And we know somebody else who did everything on their own. Can you speak to how, like, bro, because I was there for it. I was there for it, bro.
It's just doing music on your own. Just essentially is you got to believe in it, have your own income towards it, and it's like starting a business at the end of the day. Like, you got to be able to take the losses, spend the money, and everything that come with it. But I feel like this in a little sense, like everybody's on his ass about staying independent, and your machine yourself when you're independent is something different when you're making the music, lining up your own shows, trying to get the more commercial stuff, the stuff like he said he woke up the next day, my stuff is on all these different outlets, radio, this, that, the third. That's the stuff that feels impossible when you're doing this yourself. I know Vell can speak to it because he currently makes music, and I know you're speaking to me to it now because I used to do it like for years, you feel me? But it's just the engine that has to go by. So like I'm saying, no matter what commercial you get, whether it be some Dunkin' Donuts or whatever is your favorite brand, because no matter if you do sports, do music, you got your favorite brands you always want to get endorsed by, fuck with, and all of that. So as long as everything is lining you up for that, I think that's what you got to think about in between the lines when you just think about getting on doing the music deal. You feel me?
Yeah. And see, what's crazy to me, what's shocking to me though, is the run that he's on, how come more people weren't in pursuit? You know what I'm saying? Like, it couldn't have been just Jay-Z.
I should believe though.
No, actually, he had what was it, Bad Boys? Is it Bad Boys or Def Jam? There we go.
Okay, we don't want to.
Wait. No, he had.
We don't want to sign the Bad Boys.
No.
We're going to stay away from that.
He had a Def Jam that wanted. But
We got to stay away from them too.
Yeah, he had to turn down the Def Jam.
Everybody's turned down Def Jam right now. Like, they're whoever is the head of Def Jam right now, the creative team, they not doing nobody. Everybody's sitting over there just drying up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not.
Like he had to turn that deal down. And that's when he was like, his run wasn't as big as it is.
Yeah.
Like, this dude performed at the All-Star game independent.
Yeah.
How huge that is?
And that's why even with the Def Jam shit, you could stand on principle and make the right pivots because, like you said, off your own independence, you at the All-Star game, you doing certain things like that. When you have to use certain things as a vehicle, it's over for how you do your thing, how you move your shit. You feel me? That's why a lot of artists, it's like, end of the day, people, you might fuck with somebody 10 years ago, fell off, and it's just like they fell out because they tried to be in the industry and they don't know how to use the industry. I feel like Lil Russell is like a real example, even for the old school and new school, on like, this is how you come in and you actually control, like, I'm about to go negotiate this thing, and it's a real negotiation opposed to you feeling like you did something just because you're in a room you've never been in.
Oh no, like definitely, like, especially for me being like an artist in this current time, he shows a lot of people, even me in my generation, where, nigga, this is how you do it. You know, he showed people how to platform themselves off of Even, and how you can get majority of your money back to you. You get more money through Even than you do through these other platforms that you paying for distribution. Like, he teaching people the game, and it's just like, damn, like, it really shows me and gives me a blueprint of what I gotta do. And how hard I gotta work as well.
Right.
Because everybody, you ain't finna cap, right? Everybody idolized the real rapper. Which is like the Lil Wayne type nigga.
The people you can't even explain, you don't even know their background, you just know they big.
You just know they big. Like every rapper admires.
No, nobody young boys journey, but
no,
they love young.
They just know they hear. You know, no one knows.
They don't know how he just. You know me?
They don't know. They don't know nothing. But he gives you the blueprint of like, this is where I came from. You know, I went to one of his shows in Oakland. He brought up Mr. Fab, and Mr. Fab was just in the crowd. He didn't want to be seen. And Mr. Fab said, because I even heard Richie Rich say this at his show as well, which is, you remind me of a younger me. I lost the love of doing this because of how hard you gotta work. It makes you lose the love, which is why when you mentioned J. Cole making that song, I Love You Again.
Cause, and then for me, Lil Russell, like the blueprint that he also followed to get to where he's at, he followed Nip.
Yep.
He definitely followed Nip. Cause didn't he put a project out for sale for like
he had like 100 of them and he sold them for like $100.
Yeah. And it was like, bro, like I bought Crenshaw. I bought Crenshaw. Like I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like I was there for that. Like, and I was like, man, am I stupid enough to buy this? And then I bought it and I was like, yo, this is like groundbreaking. Like this is dope. And then like the fact that he was like, yo, I think like, yeah, he sent you a shirt or something like that, and then on the barcode, like it had like a music video into it.
Yeah.
Like it's just when you're independent, you gotta find ways to be creative.
He also did this subscription thing, Lil Russell, where like I think, I'm trying to remember because my boy did it. It's like $500 or $1,000. It's like a one-time payment, but you get all access to his whole catalog.
Yeah.
More that's getting ready to come out. You get access to you got a ticket to every single one of his shows from the time that you subscribe to forever, basically. Like this fool, my boy pulled up to the backyard concert like a couple times. Like it's on the Snapchat. I was like, bro, that shit's dying.
See, I think just an artist being independent, period, it just allows them to be, you know, who they truly are. Like, you know, not to, you know, bring it back to Cole, but like, y'all seen what he's been doing since he released the Falloff? This dude went and got his mom's old 1998 Honda Civic and put a bunch of CDs of the Falloff in his car, and he's driving around the state of North Carolina selling them out of his trunk. He pulled up to the UNC Duke game. Like, he went to the mall and he just selling them. And I'm like, bro, like, how many artists would you see do that? And I feel like that independency allows them to fall or stay in love with what they, you know what I'm saying? So
that's just that real, just the old school stuff. When you think of J. Cole, I'm like me, I rock with J. Cole, but I was more of a Currency, Wiz Khalifa. Like when you really could like get on, like right before that social media era where you still go around, do your little your high school tours, your city tours, you feel me, go up and down California or wherever you at, and you really get your own Sprinter van and you make it happen.
That's what Lil Russell's doing right now.
Underground is unmatched because you always gonna have tour money and merch money. You feel me? As long as you have your following that listens to your music. So I feel like the rest, he cracked that code of like, let's keep that culture, but like we have to mix with these higher ups. And he did it with Jay-Z. Like Jay-Z is who he is, billionaire, all of that, whatever you want to throw on his name, you feel me? But he still did it with somebody that understands the grind and comes from that. It's not like he partnered with like Sony or these people.
Well, it's because Jay-Z once started out independent because Rockefeller was independent. When him and Dame first started that. That's why Reasonable Doubt didn't sell shit. Reasonable Doubt didn't sell anything compared to everything else once they got the distribution with what was it, Def Jam. You know what I'm saying? Like, so he understands that grind. And him probably sitting there watching Lil Russell in real time, because even when Jay was the one that bought 100 mixtapes of Crenshaw. Those moments made Jay-Z fall in love with hip hop.
Yeah.
Because he's just like, damn, I remember doing that. Because Jay-Z got his rap name from the 2 trains that he used to hustle on, the J and the Z line. And so, he was sitting there slanging his music on them, rapping on them, giving people a free show. So seeing that grind, seeing what Lil Russell's doing, literally, Lil Russell's marketing genius is crazy. Like, we all know kids is the ones that is on YouTube all day long, on TikTok, doing all this. So let me go shoot my music video at the place where I know kids are gonna be at. And where do they all go from 8 a.m. to 4? School.
That shit was genius.
That's brilliant.
And then it's just fire on the production level.
Bruh.
We can do this full one-take shot. And like,
that's what
he's music, all of that.
Dropping his music videos, it's all been the one.
It's the way he do his music videos is also empowering to me too, because like I said, a lot of artists on my level, bro, we want the flashy music videos with the 4K. We want the different transitions. We want all the little lights and shit, little screen pop-ups.
Tubi movies.
Yeah, But at the end of the day, ain't nothing more better than just a quality music video just featuring that artist. Where it's just all one take, everything natural. Like this nigga got, and another thing that I love about Lil Russell is you can see all his inspirations. He said another one of his inspirations was a lot of people feel they type of way about SOBRB. He said when I seen the whole neighborhood after they support him, he's like the way the neighborhood supported them, I knew that's key.
No, I get that.
Before you blow up, you do need your neighborhood.
You do.
You need your own community. Before you can ever get attention in Atlanta and in other cities, Massachusetts, you need your own neighborhood to believe in you first. And I think that's one thing that my generation also misses. Cause shit, I was missing that when I first started. I'm trying to be like the SoundCloud people and go out of state. But it wasn't until I seen Lil Russell do his shit where it's like, nah. Before I ever go out of state, I need my area first. And when I own this area, then I can branch out to different cities, neighboring cities. Then once I can do the state, then I can go regional. But you can't go regional until you get your neighborhood first.
And I feel like what he did a good job of, and I just feel like our city can take good note is stop building a community just to like be like there's this not going on, and really build that up to where like he had to back like. We just talked about how the backyard stuff, he outgrew it. It's not, you feel me, it's not worth it no more, but before when it was something organic and what it was, it really had that community that stuck with that community to where it could blossom to where it's like, I love y'all, but I can't take the $5 tickets in the backyard no more, bro. And if y'all love me, we gonna go this way with it.
Exactly. No, you got to.
So it's like, it's hard when, in a sense of, and I'm just saying this because I used to do music, and I just know the climate ain't changed that much, it's just, you make a community of positivity built off of fighting this negativity, but you never really let the positivity get to 100% because it's just like, you keep looking back like, is it affecting this? Do I get my end in here? Or is we really gonna build this up right here and just be like, let that 20 fall to 5 and let our 5 turn to 20, you feel me? Yeah. That's really what it is. I feel like he really showed that you could do it if you really put your head down and do it. And stay true to your sound. You didn't have to do nothing extra.
Yeah, because one thing that, he also mentions in his music is he learned how to hustle from his dad. He's like, my dad was a hustler. That's the man I admire. I don't look up to no other man but that one. Because he taught him how to keep pushing and keep grinding. Right. And a lot of people don't realize that a lot of times your background play a part in how you do business. Nip could do business because Nip was a hustler. Yeah. That was his whole motto. Nipsey Hustler. That's his whole thing. He's a hustler. So he knew how to conduct business. Jay-Z, another hustler, also know how to do business. Another person that, don't get a lot of life being a hustler is J. Cole. That's because he's a college boy. Like, we don't look at college boys like a hustler. You gotta hustle to get them grades. I don't give a fuck what you talking about. That college shit is hard, nigga. You gotta hustle to get them grades, to get them A's. You know what I mean? Like, your background determines of how you move, So him being a hustler, his father being a hustler, him taking after that and taking it to the next level, because
he just hustled in a different way.
He hustled in a different way, and he's also gambling. It's also gambling. It is. Because he also mentioned that I was afraid to sign a deal. I'm thinking, just like you said, I'm thinking about, am I gonna lose the people back there? But eventually, you gotta do right for you and right for your team. And the people who really there, your core people gonna be there. Right. Bottom line, core people gonna be there. So.
Cause it's right now, bro, you can make it tomorrow, and if you do it in a stadium, bro, I just went to go see Kendrick Lamar happily, and I paid $500 for a floor seat to see him and SZA last year back in January, whenever that was, but I did not regret it. I loved it. And I will probably never meet them in my life.
Nope.
So like when it gets to a point where it's like I feel the Lorez thing where it's like I can't keep doing it in the backyard because how am I gonna go do, you feel me? How am I gonna go to Sac and do Golden One if y'all still want me to be in my backyard? So it's like, if you're not going up from the 50,
you can't expect me to elevate.
You can still be real. You can still be real and make your tickets affordable. $15, $20. I'm not gonna hit you with the 50, but it's like niggas will still be like, oh damn.
They even doing $5.
They'll turn it into I can't fuck with them.
Yeah.
And it's like you don't want to fuck with them, bro. Let's just be real, keep a real narrative. But people have changed how it is. So like when Lorez did it, I don't know what he did that infected the people in the community and all that to support him. But I wish it could happen for everybody that genuinely trying to do it.
Right.
You feel me? I know he pushing for that, but that's the thing. That's where it's like you try to think of was it a good decision that he did this? Was it like you just trying to overthink the formula when the formula is good? It's just,
so
which is working for more people.
With that, because he's on a tear right now, who can we say, in y'all opinions, this is up for let's debate on this. Who had the best run in hip hop? Like I'm talking albums, mixtapes, features, just who had the best run in hip hop?
It's all time.
All time.
I mentioned my favorite run.
Let's go down the line. Let's go down the line.
You gotta think a little bit.
You need to kind of think. All right, so let's go this way. We'll start with you. Let's start with Vell. Let's start with Vell. We talking all time. Hip hop.
For me, greatest run. I ain't gonna go to my favorite. I'll mention my favorite runs. I'll do greatest run.
Just no. You gotta pick one. You gotta pick.
No. I am picking one. I just got my favorite.
Okay.
Because a lot of times.
No. I feel you make sense.
Yeah. The greatest one ain't my favorite. To me, the greatest run is Drake. It's just the longest run. He did his thing. You can say whatever you want to say about him. His run will last. His run is pretty longevity. He did his thing. He incorporated different sounds into it. Brought in different artists and his likeness. He did what he did. Mind you, not my favorite run. It's just what I feel is the greatest run. Favorite run gotta be Kendrick. I'm sorry, but Kendrick gotta be my favorite run. You stomping on a nigga, stomping not like us.
From Overly Dedicated to GNX.
No, I'm talking. Remember, we said this off by.
Yeah, I want you to give it to me then. We on air. Like,
to me, a run is where you're really that big dog right now.
You're prime.
You're prime. You're that big dog right now where everybody can say anything you touch is multi-platinum, period.
I got it.
You're big dog. I'm not talking about the Section 180s and stuff because he wasn't big dog. I'm talking about when you stomped on that nigga, got 5 Grammys for stomping on that nigga, went around the whole world stomping on that nigga, did the Super Bowl stomping on that nigga. This is your run, my nigga. And you got 5 other Grammys back to back after that to really execute your plan and say, this is me, I'm him. That's a run. That to me is my favorite run. Because you did it the way I always imagined it, which is, I'm taking down who you think is the big dog. You think is this your big homie? I'll take your big homie down. I'll really show you how it's done, nigga. West Coast style. And after that, I'll bring a bunch of niggas in my likeness. What's up, nigga? Pop out show, nigga. What's up, nigga? And we'll stomp on your own grave, nigga. What's up, nigga? It's my favorite run. Greatest run? Drake. Favorite run? Kendrick.
I can't even say. I can't say that. All right, who you got?
No, we're going down the line.
We just going down the line.
Okay,
bouncing around.
I was gonna do y'all, and I was gonna go last.
I'll do me next.
All right, what you got?
I'm gonna say for me, greatest run personally is like 05 to like 2011 Kanye for me. We talking about late registration. We talking about. Talking about through the. I'm just saying for me, like we
okay.
We're talking about all the way from like Through the Wire to Dark Twisted Fantasy.
Well, Through the Wire was 03.
Well, my bad. But I'm thinking again. I'm thinking all the way back to my 6th grade. Let me go back to just like my 8th grade. Yeah, so like 05 to 2011. I'm gonna say that because we talking about album runs from there. Everyone had a classic, something that changed hip hop
Well, his first three are probably the
those were the good years with Jay-Z. Every album he was getting a fire Jay-Z verse. And I'm not even a Jay-Z fan, but for what that was for Kanye at the time and who Jay-Z was, only other person that was better than Jay-Z arguably was Lil Wayne for me. So like he was getting those perfect Jay-Z verses. He was from production features to his verses features, killing everything that he touched, you feel me? From Pink Polo to just like changing the sound of like, you feel me, on stage just hitting the ding, like you feel me, just for like we just talking about like the way he transcended it became a musical genius though. Like nobody else got that attached to their name, and in that run he really did that with just all the right shit. And I got this.
There's a big dog out west that got that musical genius.
I'm gonna say it's a real cutoff because when he started doing the Yeezus stuff and started doing too much, it kind of like. Or that's when the downfall started happening. But I'm talking about
the life of Pablo was saying. You want to say it's downfall?
I'm not saying it wasn't a part of the run because it was a cutoff in the run that I'm talking about. But I feel like the years I said.
Oh, you talking about the cutoff is when he dropped 808s. Exactly. Yes, exactly. That's when he dropped 808s. Bro, that shit is trash. That shit is trash, bro.
I mentioned this on the last episode.
Oh, I heard you. Oh, I got some.
Here's what's going on with this, because I can't stand the both of y'all, because I literally was gonna think Kendrick Lamar. Then Vel had Kendrick Lamar.
And I took yours. My bad.
Nah, but if you feel the same way, then speak.
Because
you can have a different run though.
Yeah. First of all, Kanye's my favorite rapper of all time. He's a fucking idiot.
Except for he didn't rap on the 808s.
He didn't need to rap on 808s. 808s was its own majesty. It was its own.
No.
Hip hop still not the price.
Hold on. But this is going what you saying. This is what I'm talking about. A run though. A run is nigga. Anything I touch is good.
And it wasn't. But it wasn't. It wasn't.
No.
You're telling me
if it's 9 out of 10 that loved it, you're the one.
Yes.
So just because you didn't like it, don't change that.
We're talking.
That shit was ass.
Say you will. Fire. He has a whole outro part of that song. The whole outro, that whole song itself is like 5 minutes long. Goddamn, I'm so passionate about this album.
Go ahead.
Graduation is my favorite Kanye album of all time. But
808s is when he killed the bear. You remember he had the little bear mascot?
He had the 3 graduations.
Sonically,
He had the graduation album.
thing. It's just the beats, it's still what it's supposed to be.
Because he came, you could call 808 some bullshit all you want. That album is absolutely incredible.
Part of the run, I said.
Yeah.
I got to defend it. It's part of the run, I just said. It's in here. It's in that run, I just said.
Then he bring out that beautiful dark fantasy album.
Hold on
now.
Hold up, because the best song he had on there wasn't even on the album because it was light remix. Look, hold on.
808s ain't Yeezus.
Look,
808s is not.
Wait, hold on.
That's like.
Was it My Dark Twisted Fantasy?
You mean what was
Flashing Lights is graduation. Graduation and Flashlights. Which was a masterpiece?
No, but also too.
Love, come on, bro. You can't like.
No, check it out.
That was the only good song.
No, but look, if it didn't ruin his career and it only prepared him for there, then it wasn't whack. It wasn't garbage. It prepared his career.
Okay, I just don't.
I'm talking about.
I'm clear out. Kanye wasn't. Go ahead.
Because then I'm gonna start saying that all this
album is fire. Like from top to bottom. But then you got that.
We can agree to disagree, but
you have that beautiful dark fantasy, which is a mixture to me. It was a mixture of what he brought to 808s and what he had for the graduation trilogy. If that was his fall off, then I would have taken that. Then that's one of the greatest runs ever. Plus, you think about what all the other songs that he helped produce. Because motherfuckers is coming to Kanye.
Hey, hold on, wait. I'll tell you this. Kanye's
we're talking about selfish. We can just start thinking of Kanye. Can't say they
Kanye's production run and rap run are two different things. Because his production run,
it's the same.
It's Kanye the artist. He produces under Kanye West.
No, because look.
It's not like hitmaker and being.
He got a different
what was Hitmaker's name?
Young Murray.
produced 70% of that first half, do you give it as much respect as we just talked about? And you was glazing.
Yes, nigga, it's cold.
No, but you know that. No, but you know that production. But the production makes you give it respect. Is all I'm saying.
But look,
the production makes you give it respect.
No, I'm not. Look, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that. So what I'm saying is Kanye's production throughout his career, period, even before he started rapping, Kanye was I think probably one of the worst
produced for himself, Most Def, Slum Village.
I think the worst Kanye. I think the worst. Look, I think the worst beat that he ever produced. The worst beat he ever produced was probably Takeover. Probably Takeover. Everything else, like
which had the biggest remix ever. And 30 niggas on the song.
But I'm saying his production wise, Kanye's damn near untouched. He's up there with the GOATs. But I cannot say that as a rapper.
Come and go, bro. I mean, we're talking that whole.
I know. I'm not discrediting that. I'm saying his rapping. I'm not talking about him as a producer. His producing. I pull his producing.
When has Kanye ever rapped and been weak? When has he ever produced and been weak?
When has he rapped and been weak?
He's rapped and been weak.
When? I'm asking.
808s. That's my artistic fan. Like Apollo, 1 and 2.
He's rapped and been weak.
I'm talking about what work. See, like he just escaped.
I'ma stand on it. I'ma stand on it. Kanye has not rapped good since my freshman year in college, 07, 08.
No, again, his best rapping song was Through the Wire to me. His best rapping song. He was really flowing in that song, best rapping song. But and what both of y'all saying, cause you include the run as the whole career.
No, I'm not. I'm just saying. No, because his production, he's never fallen off production-wise. I honestly, like, Kanye is one of the best producers in the history of hip-hop.
But a run is when everybody wants you on a song, everybody wants to produce.
Yes, I want him to be my producer, but I don't want him to. You don't need to give me a guest verse. I don't need him to have me.
No, so if you make an album, you want a Ye verse?
No.
But wait, mind you.
Because the type of person I am, if I was a rapper, like my music wouldn't be what he talk about. I don't care about design or nothing. That don't bother me. Like that, none of that. That's not appealing to me.
In his run,
he can't rap about anything else but fashion.
Yes. Now
I don't care for none of that. Now. But
in his run,
his run is when he was for us.
Yes. His run when
and that was 20-something years ago.
But that's what he's talking about.
Yeah, that's what he's talking about. Perfect example.
He wasn't talking like that on 808s.
Perfect example.
He was talking about heartbreaking 808s. That's a different topic.
Ain't nobody care about his heart.
That's you. Hold on. You literally just said, I don't want to hear him talking about jewelry and designer. In that album, he wasn't talking about that.
I don't want to hear him talk about that. I don't want to hear him talk about that either. He thought he stole T-Pain's shine with the auto-tune.
Yeah, he did.
Yeah, he did. And I would have liked to hear more T-Pain. I want to hear T-Pain sound like that on the record. I don't want to hear Kanye sound. I want Kanye up on stage with a mic and rapping his ass off like Through the Wire.
That's why we have. It's only one album.
We can agree on that, though.
We can agree on that. But at the end of the day,
I don't want him standing on stage with a fucking mask on talking about. I don't press the button with a pre-recorded sound. That was hard.
At the end of the day, though, it's still his run.
That concert, that Kanye concert still up there is one of my.
Okay,
was that the run you were saying, or
his run started? You said it started at graduation.
Yeah.
So from graduation to what?
Graduation for me, Kanye's run is from graduation to My Dark Twisted Fantasy. You might even add that. Well, for me, like, I mean, you can put. Some people could put Yeezus on there, and that's like.
But no, because he still had to Watch the Thrones in there.
That's what I'm saying. But Watch the Thrones was after.
And then what was
before Beautiful?
He had Life of
No. What was the good music, the every Friday stuff? What was that? Because that was in that run.
Fridays.
The one he dropped every Friday with good music.
Summer.
Yeah, Cruel Summer. Yeah.
And then even Cole, he killed all the good music though with that one verse on "Looking for Trouble." I'm sorry. He did.
Yeah.
Do we need to play?
No, I don't need to hear Walters.
Do we need to
I
play?
didn't hear Walters.
Yeah.
Do we need to play?
Now we gotta hear it.
Yeah, let me hear your
Let's hear it right.
Okay, look, my favorite all time, you know, DMX, his run was 98 to 03. Nobody sold more than him. Nobody had more number ones than him. Cool. We established that he was the first artist to drop 2 platinum albums in the same 1 year. 98.
98?
98 was an incredible run. But Wayne from 04 to 07.
No.
Or not 07. No, Wayne from 04 to maybe 2010. 2010.
No ceilings, yes.
Yeah, 2010.
Thank you.
His best work was 04 to 07. But you couldn't, I mean, trust me, I'm not gonna say it, but Wayne lined my pockets. Wayne, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, Wayne lined my pockets.
He was a CD man.
I was a hustle man in the school, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. But Wayne, like literally from dedication 1 all the way to No Ceilings, you couldn't turn on a radio, period, without hearing Wayne. We all know that. And it didn't matter what station it was. Whether it was his own record or he was featured on somebody else's stuff. And then all the mixtapes he dropped was absolute fire.
Yeah.
Absolute fire. I mean, me personally, like, Dedications 1 and 2, and even the Carter 2, those are my favorite works by him because obviously what happened at that time? Katrina happened. So the pain in his voice and everything he was spitting was real raw and it was uncut. And that was just, it was pure music.
I would say Carter 2 was the last time you heard him say some real shit.
Exactly.
And we were just talking about that earlier. Carter 1, Carter 2 with substance, everything else, he just showed he's the greatest rapper.
Exactly.
Like,
Bar
he
for
just,
bar, we're not fucking with Wayne.
like
You just had to admit it even if you didn't want to.
Because you gotta understand what started the run. What was it? His last project, I believe, was in like 01. And that was the Wabede. He did. Which brings me to our next topic. Was hip hop better during the sub label era? Because you mentioned about Drake, about how he put all these people on. But who put on Drake? It was Lil Wayne. And Lil Wayne at that time, let's be honest, most of the roster was ass. But he had 2 of the biggest artists of this new wave on his roster, and he set the blueprint for Drake to be able to go to those places and get the people that he worked with.
Yeah.
Like, you know, and me personally, how I feel it, hip hop was better with I think the sub label era pretty much died. I want to say about like 2013, 2014.
When streaming really took off.
Yeah, because then like you didn't need nobody back.
You just couldn't maintain. It's
Yeah.
like you can't keep up with what the means was for streaming.
Right.
Nobody gonna promise you 10 million streams.
But it was like that time period,
$1,000.
that early 2000 time period when we had all these sub labels. Like, bro, like every week there was somebody dropping. It didn't even have to be the main artist. It'd be like, okay, like, I don't know. Let's do like DTP. Ludacris would drop an album, and then a week later, I-20 would have a single, and then Shauna would have a single, and then it would just make it last. Like then you had we're not gonna mention his name, but he had all them artists under that label, and because he had 112, he had what was it, the nigga who did Special Delivery, he had
Mace.
He had Mace. He had, he had a roster of dudes, like, so it was music just constantly flowing. You had
G-Unit.
You had
That's what I'm saying. You have to really.
When you talk about
except for one.
Yeah, but when you talk about sub, what's the category again?
Sub labels.
So when you talk about sub labels, G-Unit is that number 1 to me because you got 50 that will drop heaters ever so often. But then you had Lloyd Banks that would drop a heater. You had
Young Buck.
Yeah, Young Buck. Yep. Yeah. Like,
And then we had the game. We're not gonna talk about the other one. We're not gonna talk about the other one.
Yeah, nah, but
It was terrible.
and it was when you really think about.
Come on, bro. You gonna act like you don't know the subliminals. You know we're not gonna talk about him. The one that's closest to 50 still to this day. We're not gonna talk about it.
Nah, but even when you think about the sub label, it spanned a longer era than you thought.
Yeah.
When I first started paying attention to it, like as a conscious person into music, I'm thinking of the MMGs, I'm thinking of those 2010s, 11, 12.
Yeah.
But when you think back, you got the Terror Squads, you got the DDPs, the DTPs, like you just said. You got just different shit that was able to drop.
Because look what they were.
Every group back then was kind of more of a sub label. You wasn't really having a name to your group without it being a sub label. Nowadays, we might start a group called 16s with us, but it's just we're just an independent group trying to do it. We're not really like Jay-Z had Memphis Bleak and all of them doing their own thing. Like, yeah, he wasn't respectfully getting and paid and all of that, but people was able to make their names and their music off their own shit. You feel me? For a long time. So it's just, now I'm just saying you just had a lot of different stuff. And like I said, the G units, all the different stuff we just said, but
also too, that goes with ever since Lil Wayne's run, a lot of motherfuckers don't want to be under another nigga. Yeah, everybody wants to be the guy. Because Lil Wayne showed you how to be the guy. Yeah. A lot of people who are in my...
Lil Wayne showed you how to emerge as the guy from that mini label. Because Cash Money was signed really Universal.
He low key.
Cash Money signed Universal.
People thought they had the blueprint because it's making me think like, what's a sub label in the sense of like when Wiz Khalifa makes Taylor Gang, that's more of its own independent entity, not really do anything, so it's not really.
Yeah, I believe that is an independent.
So it's a lot of saturation when it comes to just everybody wants to have their own entity when they drop their name and their music. Yeah. So Distro's got to be able to say this is this entity, but it's like really like, did he even get that through Atlantic? Is that really a sub label, or is it just Wiz using his Atlantic money to do what he can do? Or his tour money to do what he can do. Mm-hmm. You feel me? So it kind of convolutes the shit. Like, I don't know if it made me think about it in the midst of us talking about it, but...
Mm-hmm. Well, yeah, because it's like, you got rappers like, who did Third World? It was like Jay Salon? No.
I don't know. Third World, that's Lil Blood.
There we go, Lil Blood. Okay. That to me is like what Wiz Khalifa was doing. You know what I mean? Where it's like, it's not a label, it's just what we saying, and this is what the people saying around us. It's Third World. Yeah. But like people still do sub labels, but they're just not that big no more. I feel like to me, CMG is a sub label, in my own opinion, because the only one that's really known from that label is Glorilla. We don't know all the other people.
And Mozzie still there?
Yeah, Mozzie's still there. But like other than we know Mozzie, nigga. But
and then Moneybagg.
No, to me they got a dope label. Yeah. They got the hottest label right now. Glorilla, Moneybagg, you got Black Youngster.
Come on.
You got
Moneybagg, yo. You got Glorilla. Yeah, come on.
You got.
Come on.
You got okay. I ain't gotta mention the other names, but yeah, no. Like to me, like that's still a sub label in itself, in my own opinion, due to the fact that a lot of people ain't really known from that label.
That's not, bruh. You can't. I'm sorry, bruh. You can't sit up there and say that that's the best label, sub label right now. Well, your favorite rapper is still signed to Top Dog.
Yeah, but PG Lane is Kendrick's.
I know, but he still does business with Top Dog, right?
Yeah.
And they still have J-Rock, they still have Schoolboy, they still have Absol,
Schoolboy,
and they still have SZA, and they still have Doechii, and they still, I think Isaiah Rashad's still walking around there somewhere. They had, bro, but all of them, you could take Kendrick off him, you put him with PG Lane. That label is still better than CMG. Come on.
Okay.
Because the only person I'm rushing to go buy from CMG is Mozzie. I'm not like Black Youngster ain't never said.
You're talking to somebody from Memphis, that's a whole different conversation.
But that's what I'm saying.
And then Moneybagg Yo though too, because I do fuck with Moneybagg Yo. But that's it.
But this is why I say my favorite versus what the public will say. The public only knows Doechii.
No, they don't. They still, bro. I guarantee, bro. Blue Lips. You act like people wasn't fucking with Blue Lips.
Yes, they were, but we not gonna act like they weren't fucking with his other albums previously.
And then everybody loves SZA.
Oh no, SZA is.
Hello.
We got.
I even watched her movie.
We got.
I don't even remember just one of them that, what was it called?
That shit would keep-
I don't care what it was called.
But
it was a good movie.
no. But what I'm saying is, they're the most trendiest label, CMG. Which, how? They are the most trendiest. I'm not.
There's really.
Like, when it comes to like the TikTok shit, what the kids like, they are.
Because Glorilla had that with a little cha-cha-chas.
No. I mean, everything Glorilla does is trendy as hell. From
Yeah.
Tomorrow to the Fuck Nigga Free, she's a trendy as hell motherfucker. She's with the trends. As if TDE is more timeless to me. I'm slapping TDE way more than I'm slapping also West Coast. Also, I like hip hop. Also, it's bias for me.
Yeah, you got bias, but when you take the bias out of it, there's nobody in terms of sub labels. Like I said, like everybody know, like I'm a J. Cole guy. Like I support Dreamville, but I'm not gonna sit up here in front and act like Dreamville got a better roster than
There's no
Top
good sub label if we're being real. Like it's all about what you like, what's popular to you. But like as far as who's really getting people money, if we're gonna talk about who's the best and move the needle, that's really what it's gonna be about at the end of the day, business wise.
Yeah.
We all gonna like who we like. People. That's why I said I think West Coast people we gonna talk about. Like Mozzie and what he signed to, but like the Memphis people got that. They gonna love Glorilla, they love. But then when you go to other stuff, like New York people is gonna be talking about whatever's going out there. The Dreamville fans is gonna be whatever they sect is. We liking TD over here, even though we can keep it real. Like,
but to me, because I'm not a regional.
Cool, it gives it.
I'm not a regional guy though. I'm not a regional guy. I go off of just talent, and you can't tell me that CMG is more talented.
No, I'm not saying they more talented. What I'm saying is what people like. So right now, as a TDE fan, the age that you at, bro, Black Hippie came back together and gave you something. You don't care about nobody else on TDE, bro. You won't care, and that's what you want. Bring Schoolboy Q, fucking Absol, and Kendrick Lamar back together, J Rock back together, and give me that album before you want anything else that you just named. So that's why it doesn't really matter. It just matters as a label, how are they really running? Because what it really is just like you're signed to TDE. This is your umbrella, which is keep like you just brought up Isaiah Rashad. Ain't nobody talking about that. And you know me, I respect hip hop like a motherfucker, but like we just using these umbrellas to keep people relevant.
But also too, along with Schoolboy Q and J Rock, ain't nobody really talking about. Like yes, we like the Blue Lips album. But after that, he's not in the mentions. Yeah. He was hyped up on the Bob Out concert with Kendrick.
But nobody, again, outside your big three from CMG, Mozzie, Glow, and Moneybagg, I don't even know who else there.
On a hip hop standpoint, you're not even giving CMG respect like a TD or Dreamville or
but also too, niggas in Memphis is talking about Black Youngster and Gotti. Like they still in there because Gotti's still rap. They still in there. I'm not talking about them, but I'm not from Memphis. I'm my family. I do got family out of Memphis. My mama from there. They fuck with CMG. I can't tell them shit about CMG.
Mozzie's the front runner.
Yeah, to me, Mozzie's
the most hip hop.
To me, Mozzie's it though. To me, Mozzie's it. Like, and yes, I listen to Moneybagg. But when it comes to that label, bro, I'm only checking that label for Mozzie projects, period.
Oh, 100%.
Like, period. Like, I'm not looking for 42. I'm not looking for Black Youngster. I never. Yo Gotti got one song. Let's Vibe now with Pleasure P, and that's because Pleasure P made the hook. Like, let's be real.
But also, like I said, like I mentioned, it's hard for me to be real because I know that I'm a regional person. Just like I said, like when it comes to the trendy TikTok shit, I can't, you know what I mean? The TDE, not the trendy TikTok niggas.
No, they're not.
SZA is and Doshi is. That's it.
Yeah. No,
Ray trying, but his shit falls in comparison. It's really just SZA and Doshi. You know what I mean? And then with them, they all.
But and I guess I'm being hometown biased when it comes to Mozzie.
Yes, and Mozzie is not trendy TikTok nigga. He's not. He probably actually, when I listened to the CMG album 1 and 2, because I listened to it he had the least amount of buzz in that album. Like, he didn't have any verses. His verses were like
but
6 seconds.
He was a nigga who really didn't need to be signed to anybody because his independent run was already cool.
But we think that, though. us West Coast niggas. His
True.
independent run was not cool. Independently, he was probably just as big as Lil Russell before signing with Roc Nation and before.
I'll give you that. I'll give you that.
We West Coast niggas know what West Coast niggas
That
are.
answers the question. Because it circles us back to the beginning, but then it answers the question. Roc Nation really the only one people connecting with to really get some longevity or boosting their career.
That's it.
Everybody else is like if I was still rapping and got down with TD, it's just like I got to get with the West Coast niggas I always looked up to. Like,
Yeah.
So now
but Roc Nation, as far as if I'm thinking really, and when you talking about when people try to select all the way from Megan Thee Stallion to whoever else, they fuck with Roc Nation to become that superstar, that mainstream artist, that radio, that get the streams, all that.
It's no different than Aftermath.
So now,
When Kendrick signed to Aftermath, it propelled his career. Yes, it did.
Yeah, it did.
Good Kid, Mad City was still his biggest album. It stayed on Billboard 100 for all the way till now.
So then now, can I ask this? Is hip hop better? Is hip hop better now that it's in the forefront? Now that it's mainstream, is hip hop in a better place because of the last 10 years?
No, actually. The reason why I don't think so is because I don't think hip hop was ever meant to be this big. Is it great that the hip hop people that I love get to get all the awards and all the praise? Yeah. But as far as mainstream, it just be that one nigga that get the praise. It's not hip hop as a whole that gets the praise. Unless you have a nigga like Kendrick that will say on the mic, oh, you gotta give this praise to hip hop. It's not just me.
Yeah.
You got Eminem on the mic at the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Let me list out of people who inspired me to do this before I ever accept this award. Until you got niggas that not a lot of niggas doing that.
Right.
So because they not doing that, it just be one nigga. I hear so much. I have a homie that hate on Kendrick to the most, and he from the West Coast. He love Drake. He will say, who really popping out the West Coast? He's like, it's just Kendrick. And that just goes to show you that when hip hop gets big, it's just that one nigga that gets the highlight.
Yeah.
Not hip hop as a whole that gets the highlight.
Yeah, because before the beef, Drake was the person that the industry was putting the battery in the back end.
And when you really think about hip hop as a mainstream, even my dad has said this. Who's really doing it mainstream? There really ain't nobody doing the mainstream. Everybody's a dead or still mainstream.
But you can't deny that we are the most popular music genre on the planet right now.
We will always be.
But no, we weren't at one point in time. It just wasn't up until recently, within like the last 10 years, that hip hop became the number one popular music in the world.
I mean,
so so with the time and it was around the time it was Bad and Bougie came out. Is when hip hop took over and became
when Drake was
the number one.
Yeah.
And so for me, I personally think hip hop is in a terrible place that is mainstream.
I could agree.
Like, because I feel like we've lost the authenticity of it. Like, it's not the same. Like, hip hop was meant to be, we go outside right now, we on the corner and somebody sitting there beatboxing, another nigga dancing, and we got niggas rapping back and forth. That's hip hop to me. You feel me? Hip hop isn't the, although it was dope as fuck to see clips selling out at the Vatican, absolute fire.
Yeah.
But we was never supposed to be there because it kind of waters down. It waters down because hip hop was built for black and brown kids. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's who started it. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like although it's great that other nationalities and whatnot are appreciating this art that us little black and brown kids are creating, I feel like a lot of the artists now play into them and it loses its value.
Mm-hmm.
Like, nobody should ever gave, I'm probably gonna get some nobody should ever gave Lil Peep a microphone.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Nobody, like, what's the little, what's the little,
Lil Pump.
yeah. What are you talking about? Boy, them niggas, they should have never had that.
That nigga Lil Pump went on stage and said, fuck J. Cole. Like, it just shows you that these niggas don't respect hip hop. So why let them niggas in?
So
When I don't know if you experienced this at your concert with Kendrick Vash, but when I went to the Kendrick concert, them niggas was waiting for Not Like Us. They don't respect any of the other shit he was doing.
No, they don't really. They bought the ticket for the hype.
They bought
the fan. Like for me, it was a culmination of this is where we at with Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah.
We gonna get something probably what we get through over the time, but like right now he's on this triumphant run of like feeling himself in hip hop, and it's you got everything you got with it. You got the SZA mixed in. It was just so dope, but it was really people there just for the. Where the GNX songs? Where's the fuck Drake at? And
where's the fuck Drake at? That's what it was. Where's the fuck Drake at? Where's the Drake at?
I was just getting ready to bring that up though, like the fact that nobody respects hip hop, because I feel like nowadays anybody can just get in front of they have any kind of beat, you buy a beat, create a beat or whatever, and then you could just have whoever just on there just rapping. And
they lose the art form.
And just but thinks they can rap, and then like you put out some garbage, and then it's just out there for the world to hear, and it's just like I don't know, like I can't get my mind through it enough for it, but it's just the lack for me. It's just especially. We want to bring up the Super Bowl and shit like that when with the halftime show and everything with Kendrick Lamar performing with the halftime show. Mm-hmm. Now for us, we think, oh shit, like we're getting more of a hip hop presence when it comes to these halftime performances and things like that. But a lot of other people were just like, man, what's this bullshit?
Mm-hmm. Because they don't appreciate it the same way we do.
Yeah.
But it's also, you could look at it from a different lens. No different talking about a different genre. No different than when, what is his name? Who did the Super Bowl recently? What is his name? Bad Bunny. When he did the Super Bowl, it doesn't highlight Hispanic music. It just highlights him.
Yeah.
I can't name you one Hispanic artist outside of him. You know what I mean? I just can't. It doesn't highlight the whole thing as a genre and as a whole. It just highlights that one person. So I have to think, how many people look at our big runners the same way?
Because y'all remember on KOD, J. Cole's 1985.
Yes.
He spoke on it. Yeah. He said they want to see you pop a pill. They want to see you act. They want to see you act a fool, but they don't. And they want to see you basically drugged up, looking stupid, your pants falling off your ass, tattoos all over your face. But what does that do for the culture?
That's the perfect album, because it's just even for what my take is on this topic. It's just when the game got saturated with anybody can do it. It's like before I made music, I played football. Bro, everybody at the school can't play on the team, bro.
Yes, exactly.
1,000 people can't be on the roster. You feel me? So it's like you have to have a type of category that gets people up out of there. And as much as it hurts people's feelings because you're being creative and you're killing somebody's dreams, it's a cold game, bro. Like the game gets saturated, it gets fucked up, then we trying to push in the room we don't need to push into because we're acting like we got to involve 1 million people when this was for 100,000 people. You feel me? We got to push into the suburbs when it's meant for the inner city. You feel me? At the end of the day, I live in a cool neighborhood. I'm not finna spray paint and graffiti my fucking shed, but it's places when I go back to where I'm from, Oak Park, I like to see, you feel me, if it's a nice tag on the wall, you feel me? Under the right shit and all of that. So when the game got saturated and everybody could just pick up a mic or do something like you feel me, the Silo said, you feel me, it's weak, you feel me? We all could just do whatever, just like everybody that could just, I'm about to just become a DJ. You already know that's like, come on, bro. Like, I know about different genres, all that. This dude that just listens to NBA Youngboy thinks he can just play a YouTube playlist and get in your game, bro. It starts to get annoying, so it's like
you gotta, and that's the other thing I add for the respect thing is you don't have respect for the art form of what hip hop is.
Right.
To add on the DJing thing, I respect the art form of what DJing is. It's an art. It's a talent, and it's a whole ass art. We go back to the 1970s with just simple records.
And finding the break.
Finding the breaking point. You know, the Netflix show The Breakdown. He's a perfect example.
The Get Down.
There we go. Get Down. He's a perfect example of how to find that break point in certain records and be able to gel and mix the track and everything like that. Now we have it electronically, but it's the respect and everything out of the whole art form. There's nobody gives.
So now this is going to lead us to one of my favorite parts, Shine the Beam. If y'all ain't seen the last 2 episodes, go check it out. What is y'all doing? Shine the Beam is where we feature and highlight a local talent from here, our own personal mecca, Sacramento. We highlight them. We talk about their greatest accomplishments. We talk about where they started, and we play y'all a little track by them. So for this episode, we are going to shine the beam on Kifa. Can I get a round of applause for Kifa? Kifa has been putting in his work. He has dope lyrics. He does all that. One thing I love about Kifa is he always puts in his story into every bar, into every verse, into every song. You're always going to know who Kifa is as a person. That's one thing I like. He brings up the classic stories of hip-hop and embraces it into his own sound of what his lane is. And another thing I love about his music, he stays in his own lane. Mm-hmm. He found a lane for him, and it's hard for an underground artist like me to find a lane. But he found his lane really quick, and he sticks to it. And it's great music. Great music. Yeah. He just dropped an album recently. What is...
Sorry, I
took a minute. Me talking to him personally, I know why he tolerated this. Kifa has hard, due to his life and his personal life, sometimes it interferes with him and his making music process. Now he told me, he was like, for 2026 is my goal to make sure people get tired. He's like, I want to release so much and I want to post as much so that way people can just be like, man, he's still doing it. Like, now I'm tired of seeing him. One thing he told me was his personal goal. And he started off with this album of, sorry, what was it going again?
Sorry, I took a minute.
Started off with this album. So I love it. It has some dope songs. We're actually going to play you guys a track right now. Also, fun fact, he produces all his beats. All his beats are produced.
He smoked it.
What? Yes.
He smoked it. That record is fire from top to bottom. I mean, he sound.
God damn it!
He sounds so smooth on it. The soul, you can tell, like, he put his heart in his pen.
Mm-hmm.
Like, bro, that was amazing. Like, that was pretty dope. And to know that somebody spit like that coming from our section, like, that's pretty, you know what I'm saying? Like, that, we not used to that.
No.
Like, that's...
And the sound quality itself is very top tier. Like, you can really imagine, like, just like you said, I came from our area, and we don't even know about.
That's what I said.
The fact that it's underground music, the fact that it's from Sac, people ain't heard it, like, that's...
Like, why is that not being pushed?
That's why I love this segment right there. It's just the fact that it's able to really highlight what's important in hip-hop, even in our own section, but overall, just that right there is in hip-hop.
Like, we really got diamonds in the rough out here. Like,
that's not just Sacramento, that's not just California, that's hip-hop overall. That's good pen, that's great production. Even hearing he make his own beats, that make it 10 times better. Because then it sounds good. Whoever engineered it, it just... You don't hear underground rappers and it sounds good. It's good writing. It's good music, right? You feel me?
I be listening to this shit on the daily, on the way to work. Well, I just need a good vibe for the morning.
That was a vibe.
Nah, sorry, I took a minute. You know?
Yeah, I'm lost for words on this one because it's just like, damn, like you said, like, this really came from our city. Like, this dude really needs some more recognition than what he ain't getting, bro. Because I'm speechless, especially with that track. I'm like, man, I really want to listen.
No, listen to the whole thing. Listen, bro. I'm telling you that shit.
This project is this is not even a long project. This project it's a seven song, 20 minutes long.
Not even project. The other one that you
that's what I'm saying.
Lindsay Ave.
Like, I'm not
Lindsay Ave is his new shit.
Lindsay Ave is his newest shit.
That's his new shit.
Bruh. Bro, he cold. I like, yeah, bro. He's nice.
One of the people who he admires, which you even heard a little tidbit of in there, Cole, Kendrick. He admires Reason. I remember the first time I seen him perform, he shouted out Reason. I'm like, oh shit. Lil Russell's another one. All those people I can hear when he raps. I can hear a little bits and pieces. When he said it's time to watch the party now, I was like, oh, that's Kitty. That's Kitty right there. Yeah. Like, that shit hard. That shit hard. Yeah. I like that. Lindsay Abbott is new shit. He gonna be coming with more projects this year. I'm excited to see where his career.
This project's only 7 songs. It's like, bro, hey, we need more, bro. You gotta give us more. Cause that and them 7 songs, even just with this one track, bro, you gave us so much. Like I need to.
And it sets the tempo for what you know the whole album's gonna be.
Yeah, for me, that's the point of him dropping. You know, especially with this project being only 7 tracks, it's just like, man, I want more. Give me more. And apparently, we getting more this year. Yeah. Like, I'm excited.
Yeah, no, I remember talking to him before this year. I remember one thing that he told me was the difficulty it is to produce and write and record your stuff. You know, the difficulty was, you know, the type of head games that he was going through mentally. Yeah. It's a mental aspect that he was going through. For sure. But, you know, he told me recently, he's like, now I'm finally stepping out of that. I get to finally be the artist that I always wanted to be and just get out of my head and just let's do this. He's a perfectionist. As you can hear in his sound, which is why it sounds so good, he's a perfectionist. But sometimes, you know, he told me, he's like, sometimes, you know, he can get to me to where, like, I feel like something is not good enough. There's a track that I sent y'all to. It's called Nothing Even Matters.
Yeah.
Big shout out.
We already know who he's, bro.
Big shout out to Lauryn Hill. R.I.P. to the D'Angelo.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
The first time he performed that song, I had questioned him. I was like, can I get this? Like, I need this now. He's like, it's not even out. I'm like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And he hit me with that perfectionist. Like, I'm a perfectionist. Like, it's just not ready yet.
Yeah.
But he finally got it in his head and released that. And I was like, oh, this is it. That's it. That's it. That's my favorite track by him. You know it too. Favorite track by him. 100%.
Respect.
Sir,
yeah.
Sir.
But definitely, just like we said, we'll be seeing a lot more Kiefer. Big shout out to him once again. Had to shine the beam on him and take it away from here, Walt.
Hey, well, anybody got anything else?
Nah, I'm gonna say we're gonna run out of people that's trying to beam on, so submit music, send shit. Always hit the comments, you feel me? Say what you gotta say. Y'all input is needed.
Yes,
keep this thing pushing, keep it growing, you feel me? You just try to keep it every episode, keep it elevating. So
and to add to that, if y'all got somebody who we need to shine the beam on, let us know in the comments.
Yes, sir.
And if y'all want to add anything or disagree with anything he said, in particular about that album, you know, definitely.
It is what it is.
Submit that in the comments. We all about we want to keep that comment section alive.
We want the smoke.
We want the smoke.
It's 16s with us. So if you ready to battle and go 16s with us, put it in the comments. Easy. We ready for it. Easy. We take on
because we're not the final say all with this. So if y'all got something to add, right? It's hip hop. Throw in your little tidbits. Definitely throw in some tidbits because you gonna need it. He gonna need it.
That's the younger generation, man. That's the mumble rap area, you know. Hey.
Like follow. So yeah, please like, comment,
subscribe. Post.
We on Instagram, 16s with us. The YouTube channel, 16s with us. We gonna get hooked up with all the other social media accounts as well. Don't trip. But we also Apple Podcasts, Spotify Podcasts. If you ain't watching the episode, you can also listen to us as well.
You in the car. Yeah.
Tap in. If you just need something to drive to and just listen to it in the morning. I know everybody want to listen to music.
At the end of the day, we appreciate the love and the support that we're getting.
Yes, sir.
From the podcast, from everybody surrounding us. So keep that love and support. So.
All right, y'all. We out. We good?
Yeah, man.
Sir.
Peace.
That's episode 3.
Bye.
Hate it.